lovely life with Ashleigh. I just wanted to do a quick introduction and thank you for coming to my channel. So this is my first video. I'm really excited to start a YouTube channel. Obviously, I've been watching YouTube for so long now, and I've been saying that I was going to do this. So here goes. I guess I can tell my age. Yeah. So I'm 29 years old. I am from Michigan, right outside of Detroit. And I am going to be bringing to you a lot of different content. Honestly, I can't narrow down what it is that I want to talk about. I really can't. Like, I've sat and I've thought about it for like days and days, and I want to do it all. And I know that's probably not the best route. Well, people say it's not the best route, but I'm going to make it the best route for me. So I am going to talk a little bit about everything, honestly. I do enjoy like your normal like style and beauty tutorials and things like that. So I will incorporate some of those things, especially like beauty stuff for beginners, because I'm not one of those experts out here. I do love Sephora and Ulta. They are in my heart. So I do like to play around and kind of, you know, mess with makeup and things like that. So I might be bringing to you some tutorials. I do have one that's on the way right now, actually. But I also want to talk about family life and work and just being like a millennial mom, and a Black millennial mom. And you might hear my daughter over there making some interesting noises right now. She might let me finish this intro video. We'll see. But I just had a little girl. Her name is Elliot. We call her Ellie, and she is about 5-6 weeks old. Losing track. I don't know. Sleep deprived, I guess. But so I have a daughter and also a son. His name is Zachary, and he is 5 years old, and he's in kindergarten, so he's gonna have a lot to say. We just actually recorded a little bit of a video too that I might share with you guys. But really, I just want to be able to talk about like what it's like being a mom, kind of like in this generation, in this day and age where people are really looking for more flexibility. We are kind of like reinventing like what motherhood and work-life balance looks like, and what you know, what it is that we want to do. Like, it's so many people that are starting their own businesses that I'm familiar with, just like from, you know, Instagram, people I know, and we're just really redefining what that means. So I really want you to come on this journey with me as I'm trying to redefine my life and just kind of learn more about motherhood and being a great wife. You might hear a little bit from my husband, Brian. He is an actor. So I really want him to start his own channel, because he's quite a character. But you know, in the meantime, I will have him join me and, you know, put out some content of his own on what it's like being a working actor, but also having to work to support your family and things like that. Different tips, because he has been booked for quite a few commercials in the last couple of years. He's done some plays, and he's looking to do more movie work and things like that. So we're also kind of not struggling, but, you know, considering like whether or not we should move from like the Detroit market, from Michigan, to another place like obviously like Atlanta, or California, where most people move, New York, like those type of markets. So, you know, that's a little bit of a struggle as well, and a debate kind of between us sometimes on whether or not that should be the next move. So I also want to talk about that, and just like marriage in general, because obviously it's not easy. So just different topics. I would love to explore more, especially sitting down with him and kind of seeing that from a male perspective versus a female perspective, because they are like completely different. I see so often, I'm just like, why don't you understand what I'm trying to say to you? Like, why does it feel like I'm speaking another language and you're not getting it? So everybody goes through that. Don't worry if that's kind of how things are in your relationship. But, you know, just working through that, communication is always important. I also want to share with you more about like my work life. As I briefly mentioned, I am an admissions counselor at a top ranked public university. And again, I am living in the state of Michigan. You can probably guess. I really am passionate about making, college accessible for those who want to pursue college. Especially like students that have less advantages than others. So, maybe students going to public schools, or maybe even inner city public schools, or rural public schools that might not have that same opportunities as those who can go to a very expensive private school that has, counselors, counseling staff, and like college counselors helping them every step of the way. So at some point I would like to give back more in that way and help students who need it with the college application process and achieving their goals and their dreams. I want to do that from a more private standpoint eventually. So that's my story right now. Currently I am on maternity leave because I am obviously taking care of Ellie. She is great. I don't think she's feeling that well today. I don't know. I think she might be getting like acid reflux. She was a premature baby. So she was born at 34 weeks. And I can talk about more of that a little bit later and kind of what we went through. I also really want to focus on being more independent. And by that, I mean not just financially independent, but also focus on freedom, on being more free to do what you want to do, kind of when you want to do it. So for me, that would mean being able to spend more time with my kids, being able to go to different events at my son's school. And I'm on a journey to figure out where that path kind of leads me to being that person that I want to be and being more free and available to them, because I really think that's what matters. And I don't want to look back in 20 years, 15 or 20 years, and wish I would have done it differently. So I hope that all of you decide to subscribe. I always wanted to say that, subscribe. We'll be posting content, honestly, everything that really inspires me or everything that I think that my viewers would want to hear, I want to be able to talk about. So whether that or not that is, again, like my eyebrow tutorial that I just did, I'm thinking about doing a tutorial on these passion twists that I did last week. So let me know if you want to do that. I might do them smaller and kind of show you what that looks like and the hair that I use. But anyway, like whether or not it's things like that, like beauty and like how to, or even like my journey in motherhood and creating more incomes, because that's always, needed, right? For pretty much everybody, more streams of income. And then also just like my journey with my husband, Brian, who is an actor, and we're really looking at ways for him to get more involved and be able to commit more to his passion as well. So please subscribe and let me know what you want to hear more of. I would love to tell you more. I also eventually want to do videos about like applying to college and the things that students should be doing. So if you do have like high schoolers in your life and you want to hear more about the college application process and what colleges are looking for, if I can help in any way with that, I would love to do that as well. So sorry if this intro was all over the place, but really, like, my channel is probably going to be all over the place, and I think that's okay, because I think that there are people who want to hear a little bit about everything. So, if any of those things really interest you, or if you just feel compelled to, again, subscribe and join the lovely life. And I would love to be able to chat with you in the comments, or you can reach out to me via email as well. Also, I'm going to put my Instagram name, which is also The Lovely Life, but it's some underscores in there. So I'm going to put that down below. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys soon.